So I'm Jacob, and I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a big city. I'm 16. I'm a junior in high school. That's the gist of it, like programming. So I used to be really into like video games and stuff, and just looking at them and watching them. And then I decided to try to make video games. So I downloaded this drag and drop software called Game Maker. And what it is it's like you just drag and drop, and then it kind of compiles down into Python, and then it's really easy to make games. And I loved it so much. And I was like, I want to know how to do this more. And then that kind of translated into web development, and I started just developing websites. So for me, I like coding just because I love thinking, and I love thinking about problems and figuring things out. And I also love inventing things and creating, my own things. So that's what it is for me. I like to, it's kind of a creative outlet, and it lets me solve problems, and it's a lot of fun for me. It depends on the person really, but for me, being able to look at something and think about what the issue is and
hmm
solve the issue, that's a lot of fun for me. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big guy on privacy. I'm a big privacy advocate all over. I think honestly, the biggest issue is companies are way too willing to store all of your data. It's really just, I want my privacy. I don't want anyone looking at what I'm doing, and I don't want anyone storing what I'm doing, and I don't want anyone seeing where I am, even if it does make things a bit more convenient at times. The future for computer science is web development, mobile development. That's it right there. They're honestly the most important fields right now. Everyone uses the internet, and everyone uses their phones. So that just makes those the most prosperous fields. And then um, yeah, I think from a corporate standpoint, they're looking at this and they're seeing data mining as extremely profitable. I mean, nowhere to go but up. The internet is going to be everything. So now we use it for most communications, and in the future, it's pretty much just going to be everything is going to be done through the internet. It's going to revolutionize education, even though it's said all the time. It's going to revolutionize the way we view media, the way we interact with each other. Everything. Honestly, the way it's going right now, computers are always going to be there to an extent, and they may be replaced with, maybe everyone will stop using the computer that we know today, and everyone will stop using the laptop with the keyboard and the trackpad or the mouse, and they'll move on to something like tablets, and just always use tablets. But really, it's just a computer. So I don't see them ever going away. I see them changing shape, maybe.
there anything you're really proud of? What's a crown achievement in your history?
I guess I've had two things really. One of them would be what I'm developing right now, which is a small social application that I can't really talk too much about, but it's probably the most complex thing I've ever done. And then also really just what I've contributed to some open source software projects like Ajax. And just kind of recap, I think that really the internet is the future, and web development's the future, and
Definitely.
everyone needs to get on this bandwagon, and everyone needs to learn what they're using, and that people need to be less naive when they're accessing websites and thinking that they're going to be wholesome with all the data they're collecting. And EFF.org.